60 Minutes Overtime.
And here are all the eggs together. See? 1, 2, 3, 4,
wait,
5,
those
6,
little
7.
black
Yes.
balls are.
Yeah.
Those are the eggs.
Those are the eggs.
Oh my goodness. My story on 60 Minutes this week is about egg freezing, a procedure where women can have their eggs when they're young, frozen if they want to get pregnant in their 30s, even in their 40s. They can have the eggs thawed, fertilized, implanted. Let's say you're 28 years old. That egg is 28 years old. That egg doesn't get older as you get older. This is the wonderful thing about this science. You have a 28-year-old egg that you can thaw when you're 38 or even 42. And if it works, and I want to stress that, if it works, then they get a baby if it works.
I am starting my egg freezing process in the next few days, and this will be my first time.
We found that it is becoming more and more popular with younger and younger women.
I actually just finished 2 weeks ago my first cycle of egg freezing. I'm going to medical school next year, education for 4 years, training for anywhere from 4 to 7 years after that. And so I'm not even gonna think about building a family personally until after I'm done with all of that.
Do any of you want children now?
We did a story 23 years ago about women waiting to establish their careers to have children. Lisa, Ani, and Leslie, in their mid to late 20s, are at the perfect age to have children. But like most men their age, they want to have it all. Big careers in top management and children.
When you look into the future, what are you going to have in your life to make you a happy person?
Close-knit family, children, and also either lead a company or have my own company.
So you want both?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
What was true 23 years ago, and frankly, 40 years ago, because this is part of my life too, we wanted to have everything. We were very well educated. We wanted to have careers. It took a long time to finish the education for that and to start our careers to get established. And the sad thing was you got into your late 30s, ready to have that child, and then you couldn't get pregnant.
I just assumed that science would keep up that pace and that it wouldn't be a problem at 40. It never occurred to me that I wouldn't be able to have a child.
Even way back 30 plus years ago, they could freeze sperm, but not eggs. Always unfair, right, to women. Anyway, they did figure out how to freeze eggs, and quickly it's taken off. The important thing to remember, and that we stress in our story, is that it doesn't always work. Dr. Lucky Seacon says she explains to all her patients that frozen eggs can never be a guarantee, because just as in naturally occurring pregnancies, there is drop-off at every step along the way. She calls it an inverted pyramid.
Like you start out with this many eggs, and then this many fertilize, this many turn into embryos, this many embryos are actually genetically healthy, and this many embryos actually implant.
Big companies like Paramount, where we work, now offer it as a health benefit in their insurance, but it's very expensive. It's a long process, and each step costs a lot of money.
I have 29 eggs that I'm paying rent for in a Manhattan freezer on the Upper East Side.
How expensive is that?
It's about $1,200 a year.
That's steep.
Yeah.
That's a New York price.
Yeah, of course, the best for the eggs, right?
The average all-in cost for a single cycle of egg freezing is around $12,000 to $13,000 that a woman is paying on average.
We found a woman named Jennifer Lannon, and she has a website called freeze.health, and she explains how expensive it is, how every step costs X or Y.
More and more every year, we're seeing more employers provide coverage for egg freezing for their employees. Now we're seeing medical residents getting coverage for egg freezing. I think we will continue to see that trend increase, but still the majority of women have to pay out of pocket.
And it's not just the harvesting that's expensive.
Correct.
Storage is expensive, the thawing is expensive.
Correct.
And the prices just go on and on and on.
Correct.
It's tens of thousands of dollars.
We have over 400 fertility clinics where we have their pricing information.
Can you show us an example?
We can start with Atlanta and
Okay.
see the different options in Atlanta.
Oh, I see. Look at that. Right, you see the price range right there. That's 6,000. That's 10,000
Yep.
plus. I find this interesting. This is the lowest price
Yeah.
for a cycle, but their annual storage fee is higher. People are working on making the process easier for women. They're trying to make it less onerous and just shorten the process. I'm expecting that the whole idea of egg freezing will become so much easier for women that more and more women are going to do it.